guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, my name is Devin. I hope you'll consider sticking around and subscribing. And if you're not new, as always, welcome back. Girl, you know I love you. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about these guys right here. So these are the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. They retail for $3 each. They've come out semi-recently. I'm not sure exactly how long they've been out, but they are one of the newer releases from e.l.f. So when they did first come out, I went ahead and I ordered all of them since they were only $3 each. So I have all of them here today. I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial with these today, so obviously I won't be able to use all of these palettes, but I do want to test out maybe like 2 or 3 of them and play around and come up with a look. So if that is something that you're interested in seeing, let's just jump right into the video. All right, so I just realized that one of these little guys is broken, and to be completely honest with you, I'm not even sure how this happened because I didn't drop it or anything. So the one that I broke is the bite-sized eyeshadow in Rose Water. That's what this one's called. I am probably not even going to try to salvage this. I'm just going to toss this. So that sucks. That's sad. We won't be seeing how this one goes, but I do have all of the other ones. So in total, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in total, there are 8. Right now, one died, so I only have 7. So there are a few neutral palettes here. So we've got Pumpkin Pie, we've got Berry Bad, which looks like this. Sorry guys, I know I'm looking off to the side here, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not like catching a glare from the ring light. This one is Cream and Sugar, and this one is Truffles. So those are all of kind of like the more neutral tones. And then we've got a few with a couple pops of color. So we've got Acai. Hopefully I said that right. I like never know how to say that word because everybody says it different. We've got Carnival Candy, and we've got Hot Jalapeno. So I do want to stay on the more neutral side today, so I know it's a little bit boring, but I think I'm going to stick with 2 or 3 of the more neutral palettes for this tutorial. So I'm thinking I'll pull out Pumpkin Pie, Truffles, and Cream and Sugar, and we'll play around with those. And we're going to get started. So I actually do want to read really quick. There's like a little blurb about like the claims of these on the back. So really quick, it just says this palette delivers mini eye magic in a perfect size. The luxe formula is creamy, blendable, and ultra pigmented. And I do want to say I have watched like 1 or 2 videos on these palettes of people like swatching them, and it seems like the general consensus is that the shimmers are really good, but the mattes are very like patchy, hit or miss. Some are good, some are not, depending on which one of these palettes you're working with. So we're gonna see how well that claim on the back of these palettes holds true today. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I've been using this in my past couple of videos, and then also like off camera if I'm just doing my eyeshadow as well. And I don't have many complaints about it so far. Wow, this brow is a mess. What's going on here? So I don't have many complaints. I think I like it so far. It definitely to me is reminiscent of the texture of like a MAC paint pot, but not nearly as expensive. And I'm actually gonna apply that with a brush because I just got my nails done again and I can't really use my fingers as much as I have been. So first I'm gonna go into this palette right here, which is the Cream and Sugar palette. And I'm gonna take this guy right here, and that's what I'm gonna use to set my primer. Next, I'm jumping into this palette right here. This is the Pumpkin Pie palette. And I'm gonna take this guy down here on a Morphe M518, and this is what I'm gonna use in my crease. All right, I mean, it picked up a decent amount. It looks like it's fairly pigmented. Let's see. Okay, so I mean, I'd say that looks pretty nice. Pretty easy to blend. I like the color payoff. It wasn't too much at once, but it wasn't too little where I felt like I had to really build it up. I dipped in the pan twice and I got kind of like the intensity that I wanted, so I so far am not mad at that shade at all. I quite like it actually. All right, I'm jumping over to the Cream and Sugar palette again, and I'm gonna take this guy for my lid shade. and this is a Morphe M167. So I'm not gonna wet this, I'm not gonna put any glitter glue. I've got a fair amount of it on the brush. Wow, that's actually a lot. And I'm gonna see how we do. Wow. I mean, wow. Okay, hi. I want to use that color every day for the rest of my life. That is stunning. That's gorgeous. I like want to put this on every single bride that I ever do makeup on ever again. All right, so big fan of that shimmer from the Cream and Sugar palette. I would say the palette is worth it just to get that shimmer. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna jump over to the Truffle palette now, and I am going to use the shade right here. I'm taking it on a Morphe E17, and I'm gonna work that into the outer corner here. And I'm packing this on the inner corner, and then I'm also taking it up into the crease just a little bit. And when you're doing this, you can kind of like look down into your mirror and then raise your eyebrows slightly, and that allows you to get into the crease a little bit more precisely. And then once you get in there, you can just relax your eyebrows again and keep blending. But that's a nice little trick. And honestly, I love this E17 brush because I feel like it lets you pack and also blend. And I like to bring it over just a little bit. All right, and then jumping into that Cream and Sugar palette one more time, I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm just gonna use that right in the middle here to kind of blend the lighter shimmer into the outer corner color. And hopefully it comes out the way that I want it to. Next, I'm gonna jump back over to the Truffles palette. Is it Truffles? Yeah, Truffles. And I'm just gonna mix this dark brown and black together on my Morphe M432, and I'm gonna use that to just kind of like do a smoky eyeliner along the lash line. Wow, that's really pigmented too. Look at that black. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of that black from the Truffles palette on a Morphe M506. Let me just make sure I truly do just have a little bit of black. I'm just kind of like tapping it off on my wrist here just because this is pigmented. So I am just going to add a little bit of black to the outer corner and hope that this comes out the way that I want it to so that I don't mess up this entire look. But I just want to add a little bit of this black and like smoke this out a little just to put a final touch on it. Okay, now I'm taking an M433 with no product on it, and we're gonna soften. Whew, so that took this look up a notch, didn't it? So I feel like I'm gonna clean up the edges a little bit, but I do already have a full face of like foundation and stuff on my face already, so I'm gonna try this little trick. I've done this before, I haven't done it in a while, but I saw Jaclyn Hill do this once, like a long time ago in one of her videos. So I'm taking this brush right here, this is the Morphe E47, and I'm dipping it in some translucent powder. And I'm just gonna stamp that kind of along the edge of this look, and that should help us clean it up a little bit when we dust it away. Now the idea here is that if we wipe this away with a clean makeup brush, we have a little bit of a cleaner line. I don't know that really worked. It's a little bit better. I don't know, I feel like that trick cleaned it up a little bit, but it's definitely not as like sharp as it could be if I did this look before I put my face on, but that's okay. So there's not really a highlight shade that I want to use in any of these palettes, so I'm real quick going to take my Razy highlighter and I'm going to use that for my inner corner and my brow bone. Okay, so now I'm curious to see how this look will look if I keep all of the attention kind of on the top lid and I don't smoke it out underneath and just put like some mascara on the lower lash line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop off camera really quick. I'm gonna put on some lashes. I'm just gonna use my Kiss 11s, some of my favorites, and put mascara on and everything, and then reassess when we come back. So I'll be right back. All right, so here we are with lashes and just mascara on the lower lash line, and I'm feeling it, you guys. So I think I'm gonna stop here with this look for today. All right, you guys, so here we are with the finished look. Let's go ahead and talk about the 3 little mini palettes that we used out of this collection so far today. So once again, I used the Pumpkin Pie palette, the Truffles palette, and the Cream and Sugar palette. And guys, I have to say overall, I have a really, really positive opinion of these 3 in particular. Obviously, I can't speak to the other ones in this collection yet because I haven't tried them. I haven't even swatched them. I am considering doing a swatch video with all of these palettes, so if that's something that you're interested in seeing, stay tuned for that. It may or may not happen, but I'm thinking about doing that so that you guys can see all of the different colors. But in terms of these 3, I really love the look that I was able to create. I didn't have any problems with patchiness or blendability or color payoff or anything like that. I mean, even like this black in particular, I thought was so pigmented. I was pleasantly surprised by that. So yeah, I mean, I really don't have any complaints about these. I know they've definitely gotten mixed reviews, but out of the 3 that I used, I would definitely recommend these if you want something that's just like little that you can throw in your purse, or you just kind of want to, you're new to makeup, you're just starting out and you just kind of want to play around with a few neutrals, like learn how to do the 4-step smoky or whatever. I would say these are a great option. And I do have to say that the star of the show, in addition to that matte black from the Truffles palette, is this shimmer right here from the Cream and Sugar palette. It's the one that we used all over the lid. It is gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. I think it's just a great shimmer to have in your collection. I think it's very bridal. I really want to put this in my kit and use it on brides because I think it's so pretty. So yeah, overall, I got no complaints. I do think that they were blendable, pigmented, easy to use, and I was happy with the look that I was able to create overall. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you guys try these out? Are you planning on picking them up? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. If you are not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider doing so by hitting that subscribe button down below. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am at devdevgregs on Instagram, just as I am here on YouTube. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.